What's going on? What's going on, y'all? If you don't know, now you do know. You're officially tuned in to a very special edition of the HFWB podcast series. Once again, this is your host, Clifton Pope. And with me today, I have a very special woman on my podcast. If you don't know about her, you should by now because she's been doing a lot lately as far as from what I've been following about her. She's an up and coming mixed martial artist fighter. She's a businesswoman. She's basically becoming an entrepreneur in her own right, first and foremost. And she is pretty much, in my opinion, the definition of kicking ass and taking names. With me today, I have the lovely Miss Marina Robles on the HFWB podcast series. Welcome aboard, Marina.
Hi, hello, thank you for having me.
No, of course. Thank you for making time out of your busy schedule, first and foremost, just to even make an appearance today on the HFWB podcast series. Now, for those who are currently listening, let the people know a little bit more about how you was before you became an up and coming mixed martial artist fighter, because some people don't realize this, and I didn't even realize this myself, but you used to be a fitness director before at Freedom Fitness, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes,
Tell us a little bit
yes.
more about that, and where does like your spark and passion from fitness started to begin there?
My spark in fitness started probably, I would say, since I was a little kid. Like I've always been in sports, but I didn't actually get into like the gym fitness until after I graduated high school. Because of high school being done, I needed something to stay active. And
Yeah.
there was a lady at my church that was into bodybuilding. So she's like, just come with me to the gym. And that's kind of how I started getting into the gym scene.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. So basically,
Yeah.
the bodybuilding is what kind of led into the overall spark in fitness and the led
Mhm.
getting into like mixed martial arts and everything. Would you say that?
Yeah, and then like I did wrestling in high school and different sports like that. So whenever the opportunity came up to get back into the martial arts scene, like I jumped at it. So that's how I went back into there. And definitely like working out fitness wise, building up my strength, my cardio, things like that. It helped a lot in the transition. I wasn't so tired all the time or getting gassed out during the hard rolls.
Mhm. Okay, okay. So as far as mixed martial arts and everything, how did it all come about, and what were some of your influences that led you into becoming an up and coming mixed martial artist fighter that you are today?
Oh man, I gotta go way back. So I was living in California at the time, and I had joined Krav Maga with my mom.
Okay.
And I really wanted to do Muay Thai. So I had seen Vanderlei Silva on UFC, and I just really liked his style. And so I had it in my head from like sixth grade that I was going to be in Muay Thai sometime in my life.
Okay.
And then, yeah, I wrestled in high school, and then I had moved to Texas. That's actually where I wrestled. And when I got here, it was way after like high school, after college, that I joined Muay Thai. So it was pretty cool. And then from there, that's when I was like, okay, this is what I want to do. Like, I definitely want to compete. But then I wanted to do MMA since it's a little bit of both. You got the grappling for wrestling and Muay Thai as well.
Speaking of that, who would you say at this very moment is some of your favorite mixed martial artist fighters, UFC fighters, etc.?
For sure, Stomp Fairtex from One Championship. She's my favorite. Yeah, I'm actually really fond of One Championship. I watched both that and UFC, but I like a lot of the fighters, the girl fighters that are there at One Championship. I watch them a lot.
Okay, that's what's up. That's what's up. Um, so tell us, do you have any news you want to share as far as when is going to be the next fight that you yourself personally compete in? For those who are listening to the HFWB podcast series, I know you mentioned something like maybe like in May or something. Is that
Yeah,
the case or
it's still pending, but for sure they're looking like around April, May time. And then I actually found out a couple weeks ago that I might possibly be competing next month in like a grappling tournament here in town. So that's still also kind of up in the air. They're trying to get the details for that going, but just trying to stay active in between fights.
okay, okay, that's what's up. That's what's up. Well, I just want to say I wish you definitely the best of luck
Thanks.
fight endeavors, and I definitely want to at least come check you out because You definitely have some very, very great potential as far as doing something very special. I truly mean that. And I see it from all the videos that you're posting, everything. You
Yeah.
exhibit the traits in all aspects, not only just in fighting, but you're also becoming somewhat of a businesswoman yourself. Now, I saw a couple of weeks ago you were promoting some sort of hair, skin product or something.
Yeah, Monet.
Yes, yes. I was looking into that. I've never heard of that. I was looking into that just earlier. I was like, Monet skin hair and skincare products. That's quite something because I've seen where you've been made videos like doing like stuff with like shampooing and conditioning and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Where did all of this come about? How did this all come together? I want to personally know.
That actually came from all the training that I was doing. I was like, "Oh my gosh, I gotta be feminine somehow, take care of my hair, get good products." I was looking for skincare, especially just like keeping the gloves all the time on your face. I was breaking out a lot.
Mhm.
So that's how I kind of started even just looking for skincare in general. And then one of my friends, she actually like does the business kind of like I do, and it works really well for her. So she started telling me about it. And yeah, I just kind of gave it a try. Like, why not? At least I gave it a try. And it seems like it's doing really, really good.
Would you say that is this something that you personally see yourself pushing for the long run and definitely telling people, hey, you need to check this out? How can someone who's listening right now get access to all that kind of stuff?
Oh, for sure. Like I would love to do this because I was actually selling my Nate kind of like on the side while I was still training and working, but I would
That's
love to do it full time if possible. But yeah, they can just either get on my Instagram. I have a link in my bio, or if they ever wanted to message me directly in my Instagram, definitely Instagram is the best social platform to contact me on, or Facebook Messenger. I know that's how you reached out to me too. And yeah, I can just send them my link that way.
That's what's up. That's what's up. So tell us about this sponsorship that I heard you got with Rock's Discount. You gotta
Yes.
let me know how that came about. That first off, round of applause for that because
Thank you.
that's great stuff. Goes to show you that you're making progress in what you're doing because all the hard work and everything that you put in, I'm sure for quite some time, it's all transpiring into something very special. Like I said, from an up and coming mixed martial artist fighter to somewhat of a businesswoman in your own right. How did this all come about? The sponsorship of Rocks.
That was actually, through the gym. Like, working at the gym definitely gave me a lot of opportunities to meet different people, and
Mhm.
one of them was actually, now my strength and conditioning coach. He was a trainer there, or he still is a trainer there, but then he also worked part-time at Rock's Discount, and
Okay.
so he actually had told me the other day that they were thinking of bringing me on the team, for a little while, but then he actually started doing my strength and conditioning. He does a Noble Strength, so you see me wear their stuff a lot.
Yeah.
He put in a good word for me and told him like, yeah, she's all about it. Like if y'all were to bring her on, she would definitely love to support the business. So they did, and now I'm a rocks athlete.
That is what's up. That is what's up. Show the sweater one more time for those who are watching
Oh
us.
yeah, Noble Strength.
Global strength. That's a nice hoodie. Where can someone find some gear like that? See, that's an example of you just representing everything it is that you truly believe in, you're passionate about. Man, show that and show where people can get access to that for sure.
Yes, they actually have an Instagram, Noble Strength Training, and then of course, if they were to reach out to me too, I can help them with that. We actually had the Noble Strength brand make a yellow in because it's a shield emblem, and basically it's a red one, a purple one, a green one. But my favorite color is yellow. So anyone that wants to support me, they could always get a yellow T-shirt or a yellow hoodie.
Okay, that's what's up. That's what's up. Now, I want to ask you a couple of things as far as what would you give as far as like your three key pieces of advice for anyone who is inspiring to be in the position you're in as far as being an up and coming mixed martial artist fighter or being their own businesswoman or being basically their own brand? Because something I always like to say at Health Fitness Wealth Business is basically you are your own brand and it starts with yourself because you got to basically model the behavior that it is that you desire. And as far as presenting
Mhm.
that to people, people will respect you more, take you more seriously, and see, hey, you are your own person, you are doing your own thing. So what would be your three key pieces of advice you would give as far as all those things?
For sure, time management. That's been the biggest thing. And I'm not perfect with that either, but the fact that I try, like it helps a ton. Like I couldn't imagine if I didn't have a schedule, I would be lost all over the place. But for sure, that's definitely the number one thing is time management. Waking up when you need to, making sure you get everything done before you go to bed. Not only that, but at the end of the day, you feel like you actually completed something. Like you got that much closer to whatever it is you're trying to get to. Let me see. The second thing
Yeah.
might sound kind of cheesy, but don't give up. I know a lot of people say that, but it really does like matter. The ones that really, really just grind it out and make it to the end, they do get the reward. And it's just that much sweeter when you get it for sure. See,
Okay.
the third thing. Well, this is for me personally. Like it helps me keep my mindset right. Definitely just being balanced overall, physically, spiritually, mentally. I mean, when you're focused up here, it's a lot easier to get things done.
Yeah.
Whereas when you're all over the place, like I noticed that it's kind of funny. It's like a joke between my boyfriend and I. But when I don't go to church, it's like my attitude sometimes gets a little thrown off. And even that will affect like the tasks I do throughout the day because I'm like, oh, I don't want to do it. Or, but when I'm on top of everything and I'm making sure that I'm well balanced, like in every area, it does translate into the other areas too. So that's definitely something that I would say as a priority.
Yes, I agree. Life is truly a balance, and you don't want to lose your grip along the way because obviously you lose balance and you'll lose.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I personally agree with everything you just said. Time management, having the right balance, and basically never giving up. I know you mentioned that it may sound cheesy. Truth be told, it's not cheesy at all. It's just the truth because you'd be surprised. You
Hmm.
see people every single day like giving up all the time, and it's like, no, you don't have to give up. There's more to it. You just gotta trust. You gotta
Yeah.
engage in the process and be proactive, basically, at the end of the day. That's what I would personally say. And that's something that I see you personally doing every single day, which is why I respect that. I admire that. And I want to personally salute you for that, Marina. I appreciate
Thanks.
it. I really do. But as I begin to wrap things up and wind things down, I want to ask you a few set of questions that I'm basically asking everybody. Number
Okay.
one, what is your personal morning routine as far as what is the first thing you do or think of whenever you wake up every single day?
First thing I do, I like to drink a cup of water just to get that out of the way. That's definitely something I'm trying to do is just stay on top of my water. And I like to drink coffee in the morning. And so it's kind of like a rule to myself. I can't have a cup of coffee unless I've at least had one full glass of water. So I'll definitely do that. And then from that point on, I take my supplements now that I'm getting from Rocks. I usually pack my bag, I take care of my dogs, and then I'm off to work. And then right from work, I go straight to training at Weapons at Hand. That's where I'm training. And I mean, I really don't come home in between then. So in the morning, I just pack all of my bags, or the night before, I'll pack all of my bags. So that way, when I wake up, I just get right to it and keep the ball rolling. I don't have to stop and think if I forgot something or anything like that.
That is well thought out and well planned for sure. That is literally the definition of on the go. Literally, that's
Yeah.
incredible.
Yeah.
I
I live out of bags.
Well, there's times where I do that too sometimes because it's like you don't have time to go home. And it's like by the time you get home, it's like 9 or 10 o'clock at night. So I
Hmm.
can relate to that for sure. My next question I have for you, Marina, what is health and wealth as far as in your own eyes and your own personal definition?
What I would consider health and wealth, I guess just kind of going back to the whole being balanced thing, like just having a good balance overall, mentally, physically, spiritually, even if like relationally, like I'm really big on spending quality family time. So like that's something I would consider wealth. Like I'm very wealthy in the fact that I have such a supportive family in this journey and people that really do care about me and this journey.
Yes.
So like I consider myself very rich in that area for sure.
It's all about communication, because communication helps build those relations, which in return makes you wealthy, because they say like the more you love, the more powerful become, because if you're like loving everybody and everything, you could literally become the most powerful person in the world. And I don't think people realize how much that means. And I personally attest to that day by day, that's for sure. Marina, I want to ask you, for the people who are listening, as far as when you're not doing everything that it is that you're doing on a regular day-to-day basis, what are your personal hobbies you like to do?
I like to longboard. So it's
Oh,
something I haven't done too recently just because my promoter's like, I don't need you getting hurt. But
wow.
yeah, so
A longboard, huh?
yeah, I can't do any fancy tricks or anything. I mean, I definitely would love to and to practice, but that's when I had fallen one time and got a scrape, and he's like, I do not need you getting hurt. Like you need to be careful. But yeah, that's definitely a good pastime. It calms me down. I live by the beach, so it's nice to go downtown and just hear the water, the seagulls, all of that.
Just being in tune with nature. You can't get no.
Mm-hmm.
I agree personally. That's something I like to do myself sometimes. Just go and listen to the water and the waves flow and the seagulls flying in there.
Yeah, it's relaxing, and like all the intensity that I'm feeling throughout the whole week from training, it's good to just like just chill out for a little bit.
And let it go and let it flow. Yes, I agree. My last question that I have for you before I begin to wrap everything up, Marina, this is an interesting one. If you had the opportunity to talk to yourself 10 years ago, what would you tell yourself? And where do you see yourself personally, and where do you see your fighting career and all your entrepreneurial moves going in the next 10 years?
So 10 years back, let's see, I would definitely be, gosh, I'd be in high school. I would have been a senior because I think I graduated, yeah, in 2012. So I would have definitely told myself to keep at it, like don't give up. There was a time frame when I did stop training a little bit for martial arts. It was actually because of a knee injury. And then I remember whenever I was given the opportunity to basically get back into martial arts,
Mhm.
that was one of the things that I was thinking about was like, I would be so upset at myself if I was sitting on the couch years out and I was like, man, that could have been me, but I stopped. And so, although I didn't stop completely, I would definitely tell myself, like, even that small little break, like, don't like stick with it somehow. Like, definitely take advantage of it, learning grappling, staying in shape. Cause in that time period, I was not in my best shape. So, but that's probably what I would have told myself, just so that way I could, be better, a little bit better, always wanting to improve. Um, where I see myself 10 years from now, definitely professionally fighting. Like that is the career goal. That's actually why I had left Freedom, was to be able to pursue fighting more. And even before that, I was at another office job that wasn't really getting me enough time training. And so I had also left that to adjust for training time. So I'm definitely all in. Like I'm all about that life. Like I want to be fighting professionally for as long as possible. And then of course doing that Monate hair care and skin care. Like I would definitely love for that to be, other than fighting, my other source of income. So definitely, like if anyone wants their hair care needs or skincare needs met, they can reach out to me and I can help them out that way.
That is just a beautiful transition you just made. I was just about to ask you, hey, promote what it is, what you do. Tell the people how they can find you, get in contact with you, and all the moves that you make, and help the people stay up to speed one time.
Yes, well, they can follow me on that Instagram page. So it's Marina Renee Darling. I actually have two. There's another one that's more for the MMA stuff. And just because I figured not everyone wants to see all the hair products all the time, or all, maybe people aren't always wanting to see people getting battered.
Giving them two
So
different sides. I love it.
yeah, two different sides. So the other one is Marina Darling underscore MMA. But either one, I mean, they can both reach out to me that way. And then on Facebook, also, Marina Robles is my name. I have a picture of me with my boxing gloves on, so it's easy to find.
Yes, yes. It is easy to find, and it just goes to show you that you're always going to activate your mind to the grind. You're definitely living that definition every single day to the fullest. I truly appreciate what it is you do, and I look forward to seeing you hopefully at your next fight. You definitely got to let me know when that is.
Yes. Yes,
love to come and support you. Me and my girlfriend,
for
maybe we
sure.
love and hey,
That
support.
would be awesome. Yeah, Clifton, that'd be awesome.
Yes, keep me in touch with what's going on because hey, maybe one day down the road we can keep in touch and just continue to follow your journey because it's all about the journey, not always about the
Yeah.
destination. It's about the journey and the mystery, and that's what I want the people from who's currently listening to this episode to get from this. It's all about the journey, and we're both going on
Thanks.
journeys at the same time. It's just all
Hmm.
about making progress and continuing to make improvement. But Marina, on a serious note, I want to thank you once again for taking time out of your busy schedule just to be on the HFWB podcast series. I truly appreciate it. I really do.
Thanks, Clifton. Thank you again for having me out here and reaching out and then not giving up. I was so busy with the training. I would have been on here sooner, but thanks for reaching out continuously. I mean, it's an honor.
No, of course, of course. That's what it's all about. Communication. Like I said, it builds the bridge. We're going to continue to do that. That's for sure. And for everybody who's currently listening to the HFWB podcast series, this episode, y'all continue to stay healthy, stay wealthy, stay blessed. Continue to follow Miss Marina Robles' journey because it's only the beginning. I can assure you that. Talk to you soon, Marina.
Bye.